Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. My guest today is Anh Nguyen. She's the president of the Vietnamese Students Association. Thank you for joining me here today.
Well, thank you for having me on your show.
And we're here to talk about the VSA's Lunar New Year celebration. And a lot of Americans, associate New Year's with the 1st of January, but
Yes.
in other cultures, there's different types of New Year's, and you're here to celebrate and kind of share that here. Tell us a little about y'all's celebration.
Okay, so y'all would find surprising that we celebrate our Lunar New Year in February. But actually in Vietnam, we have two calendars, so American calendar and the lunar calendar. And this New Year is based on the lunar calendar. And the Vietnamese Lunar New Year is the longest and also the biggest celebration in my culture. So when I was in high school, usually I get like a month break from school. So that's a long time. And my parents don't have to go to work either. So it's the time that my family spend time together, visiting our relative. And we basically, it's like Christmas holiday for America.
Mm-hmm.
We cook a lot of good food at home, and we just spend time together because my parents, they're always busy at work. So the Lunar New Year is the only time throughout the entire year that we can actually have fun and stay at home with them.
So we have just one day, and you all have almost an entire month of celebration. I would think you'd be tired of it by the end of the month, though. You'd be ready to get back to school and work and all that sort of stuff.
That's true. That's true. Because you guys have a day off,
Mm-hmm.
and we have a whole month, and after that, nobody want to get back to school or work.
Now, let's talk about the celebration you're having here, because obviously all of you that are here don't get to go back home for this
That's
holiday.
true.
And so how does it make you feel to be able to, one, with your fellow Vietnamese students, get to celebrate together, but then share this with your American neighbors and your fellow students here? How does it make you feel?
I feel like because we organizing this event and working together, it makes us feel like we celebrating with our family in here. Mm-hmm. Because as you said, we are far away from home, so we can't go home for this special occasion.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a small Vietnamese community here in Troy, and everyone just work on one small part of the show, like performances, of the food, and the backstage. And in the end, it all comes together. And when American student or the local community
Mm-hmm.
here from Troy come and they get to experience a little bit about our culture, I feel like we have to promote like what we believe and our goals and our values. And for some of my friends, they find it really interesting and amazed by things that they never know about before.
And a lot of people, especially Americans, might not know a lot about Vietnam other than what they've read in the history books. So
Yeah.
obviously, this is an opportunity to show them what Vietnam is really all about, especially in the modern world. So.
That's true.
And now let's tell us a little about what somebody can expect if they come to the New Year celebration.
Okay, so we will have art performances, dance, songs, and of course we have a little bit story about our culture.
Okay.
And a lot of good food.
A lot of good food. So,
Yes.
So food and entertainment, a fun night, and celebrating, learning some culture. So tell me real quick, how can somebody get tickets for this event?
Okay, they can get ticket from the GA table in Hawkins Hall International Office,
Okay.
or either text my phone number.
Okay. And what's that number? Can you tell us that number real quick?
Yes, it's 425-529-8383.
All right, so they want a ticket. They can stop by the international office in Hawkins Hall. You said
Yes.
that's right, or call that number. And now tell us when and where will the New Year celebration be?
So it will be on February 16th,
Okay.
6:30, and at TC Ballroom, second floor.
All right, second floor. And is there a cutoff for buying tickets? Will there be some available at the door, or is it? When do they need to get their tickets by? So.
Well, I would say get your ticket as soon as possible
Okay.
because we're selling off really quick this year.
All right.
And we might not have any ticket to sell at door.
All right, so if you want them, try to get them in advance.
Yes.
So, well, good luck with the Lunar New Year celebration with the Vietnamese Student Association, and here's hoping that some folks learn a little bit about Vietnamese culture and have some food and entertainment. Thanks for joining me today.
Okay, thanks for having me.
All right, and thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk.